Schapelle Corby was a 27-year-old Australian beauty school student who dreamed of being famous. Well, she got her wish, but there's certainly been none of the glamour she had in mind. Just a drug smuggling conviction and a 20-year prison sentence in a crowded, filthy Bali jail. Schapelle has become famous or infamous after more than 4 kilos of marijuana was found in her boogie board bag. Since then, all sorts of stories have surfaced. But now she says she's setting the record straight with a book called Simply My Story. She enlisted the help of former Australian 60 Minutes producer Kathryn Bonella to help her write it. Kathryn met Schapelle on assignment, one of the first and only journalists to be granted a proper one-on-one interview with Schapelle in prison. The pair became firm friends, and Kathryn gave up her TV job, moved to Bali and spent almost a year writing this book. I spoke to Kathryn Bonella last night, and I asked her how, after 2 years languishing in jail, Schapelle Corby is getting on.
She's okay. She's better than she has been because she's got an appeal in process. She finds out in the next couple of months whether she's going to get an extraordinary appeal. So she's got hope again. Also, the book's really helped her a great deal. She's had people the last 2 years speaking on her behalf, and this is her chance to really have her say. And she's left nothing out, and it's given her strength. There's no doubt about that.
The book ends with the phrase, the sentence, "I sound like a broken record, but I will keep saying it. I'm innocent, I'm innocent, I'm innocent." Do you believe she's innocent?
I know she's innocent. I have absolutely no doubt in my mind Schapelle Corby is innocent.
And why do you have no doubt? What is it that removes all doubt from your mind?
Well, logically, in the beginning as a journalist, if you look at the facts and not all the crap that's been written, she fought hard to get any evidence she could. She fought hard for fingerprints, she fought hard for CCTV vision, she fought hard for X-ray scans of the bags, for baggage weights. And just looking logically at that, why would you do that if you were guilty? Because that would prove your guilt just as much as your innocence. And she got nothing.
Tell me about, in the course of the year in which you've been seeing Schapelle, how Schapelle's life has changed. In other words, this is now routine. This is her everyday existence, confined within this prison.
Some days, you know, she struggles to get out of bed. And she doesn't want to see anyone, her family. You know, she says, please don't come the next few days. Other times she's coping remarkably well. She's an amazing, amazing girl. She's got this way of being able to get rid of negative thoughts and put in positive thoughts, and she does that for her family because, you know, they're behind her 100%. And she also has that strength because she knows she's innocent and she really believes that she'll get out. Over the last 12 months she's been writing a lot for this book. But she gets terribly bored. I mean, there's not much. They live in, it's this disgusting little tiny pig pen that they live in. And by 4:30 every afternoon, she's locked in a tiny cage. So, you know, there's not much for her to do. She's not allowed to play tennis. There is a tennis court in the jail, which the men are allowed to use. She's not allowed to do exercise. I mean, there's a small little yard where she does skipping sometimes and sit-ups and so on, but...
What about this appeal? To what extent is this Schapelle's last chance? If this appeal goes, she's doing the 20 years, is she?
Pretty much. If this appeal fails, it's not even granted yet. It's got to be granted. If this appeal either isn't granted or it fails, unless someone else basically comes forward and puts their hand up, yeah, she's stuck in that hellhole for 20 years. And it'll be a massive, massive, massive travesty.
And also a terrible psychological blow on this young woman.
She'll go down hard, and I don't know how she'll pick herself up because there isn't another appeal to cling to. Yeah, that would be very hard. But she's clinging to the hope that you know she'll get justice finally.
Kathryn Bonella, we recorded that interview last night.